Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV Online Let's Play, and we are back with Vesper. And today we are going to get lost in the Crystarium. We are going to go talk to Elfino and wrap up. I think this is the last quest of a patch. So we'll go and do that. And then we're going to take on the next ones. And I know that we still have, let's see here. We still have 2 more Edens to do and 2 more Alliance quests to do. We might. I went backwards, man. I ran the wrong way. I ran back to where it goes. We might go to Eden. Should we go to Eden? Maybe next episode. Next episode we'll do an Eden. I'm not feeling it today. I really want to continue the main story quest, and Eden is gonna just make me scream. I don't remember how to Black Mage. It would just be bad in there. Alright, Crystal Exarch. What do you got for us? Welcome back. We're given to understand a new mayor has taken office in Yulmore. Indeed, our good friend Master Chai was elected by popular vote and, after some considerable soul-searching, chose to accept the position. It is a shame you weren't able to attend his inaugural speech, though I have no doubt you'll see more of him in the future. But tell me, how fared you in preparing the White Auracite? Our work did not proceed quite as expected. In your absence, we had a frank discussion on the principles of soul transference, and concluded at length that White Auracite was ill-suited for our purposes. But, Urianger, did you not say that compared to the massy soul of an Ascian, the stone could house one of ours with ease? That I did. And armed as we are with Bekalug's invaluable insight, 'twould indeed prove a trifling matter, were we to disregard the inviolable link twixt mind and soul. A link which would, we did belatedly realize, be weakened most perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant, as Auracite doth require. Thus, the shedding of these fleshly simulacra, and the surfeit of aether which compriseth them, would in all likelihood deprive us of our psyches as well. It would theoretically be possible to channel your minds into the Auracite instead, but we would more than likely sacrifice your souls in the process. Which is why we have abandoned that plan and instead devoted our time to finding a means by which mind and soul might be transported together. Then we are no closer to a solution than when we first began. It is a vexing conundrum indeed, but one for which the Crystal Exarch has posited a most intriguing solution. When our discussions turned to the transference of memories and the psyche, I could not help but be reminded of a technique with which I have personal experience. Vesper, do you recall what we learned of my eyes from the encounter with Doga in Unai? I speak of the royal eye of the Allagan imperial line, gifted to my forebears through the blood and memories of the ancient Allagans. It is by this gift that I am able to control the Crystal Tower. If we were to gain an understanding of the technology by which the Allagans were able to accomplish this transference, perhaps then we could keep mind and soul together. Imagine, if you will, a device like unto a soul crystal, replete not only with our worldly memories, but also with the bountiful energies of the soul. That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wheresoever it leads. Interesting. While we are thus engaged, I think it best that Vesper return to the source and inform Kryl and the others of our findings. Agreed. I imagine Tataru will be relieved to hear we've made progress of a sort. Then I would beg leave to relay our findings unto Thancred and Reen, and to assist where I may in their investigation of the empty. Yes, please do. Should we have need of your counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you. Okay, well, Urianger's heading to Eden. Give our regards to Tataru, won't you? Of course. Alright, speak with Tataru. Ordona. Alright, let's go in and see Haru, see what she's got to say. It bothers me running by all these blue quests every time we run through here, but eventually one day we may get to them. Vesper, you're back! How did everything go in the first? Wait, don't tell me. Cryo will be here shortly and she'll want to hear too. She's just tending to the others. Their bodies, I mean. Gods, I don't think I'll ever get used to saying that. Anyway, you can tell us everything the moment she gets here. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Alright, we are not going to Eden today, because that usually means this is a pretty long...
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, no problem.
I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
They're doing good. But we had this problem with the white auracite.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
Oh, you're back.
It's Estinien! No, my boy! Oh no, he's cute.
And none the worse for wear, I see.
Hello.
Estinien! Oh, thank the gods! We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
Okay, but I love Riol, and I hope he plays a bigger part in the story from now on. Just saying.
More complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razat Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose. It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead. But his soul lives on. And he has wrested back his flesh.
Oh.
Xenos Ye Galvas.
Oh. Xenos. My enemy, my friend.
Nor did the surprises end there. For no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn.
Wait, he didn't die, did he? Oh, we're both having an echo. I've seen him in action, his body at least. You will not best him alone. Nay, death will not come easily to that thing. If you would join me, then by all means. For what good it will do. The Black Wolf and the Azure Dragoon. Suppose this might suffice. Come then. Dang, Xenos. Estinien's awesome. Ah, the simple pleasures of one own's flesh. Truly there is no place like home. Abomination. Whatever he is, Vesper was barely a match for him if we stay here much longer. Emperor Varys, your radiance, are you alright? We may wear out our welcome. Oh, they're gonna blame them. Your radiance! No! Must even the most meddling of sport be spoiled? The world conspires to bore me. But I have no cause to remain. I leave these vermin to you. Xenos! Well, any bright ideas? Just one. Dang. Yeah. Your radiance! The intruders have taken flight. I repeat, the intruders have taken flight. Deploy all Magitech armor. We cannot let them escape. Dang. That would have been such a cool cutscene if it was voiced. I'm just gonna point that out. That one should have been voiced. Alright. I just like over here. Dang. Estinien is just so freaking powerful. Okay, moving on. Estinien's a returner, by the way. Who would have known? He took a break. Alright. Anya, on my mark. I think not. Run! Bum, bum, bum. We are Estinien! We make ourselves easy marks by moving together. I suggest we split up. Alright then, I'll take the low road, so to speak. I will see you outside. Stay safe. Okay, so I'm assuming we go this way. Bum, 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 bum. Principal dynamic. Well, someone's been busy. Oh no, Ultima weapon 2.0. What the heck? There's a naked guy on top of him. Volatile prototype. Arch Ultima. You would bar my way, would you? So be it. I like how Estinien's not afraid of this, like, Ultima weapon. Come, Nidhogg. Then- oh, that's why. He's basically a primal himself. Oh, you know, that's sad thinking about it, because he was so, like, hey, Ysael, you're not Shiva. You're not her reborn, and then he becomes basically Nidhogg reborn. Alright. Going. What's this? Don't. Oh, that didn't hit me. Are you crazy? Typical Dragoon, getting caught up in the jumps and hardly, almost maybe not making it out of the bad stuff on the ground. No, I don't want to stand in that. I do that on my real Dragoon all the time. Like, okay, I need to move out of this. Oops, I did a jump that makes me freeze in place. Unstoppable. We'll see about that. Aha. Limit break. Nidhogg, show them your fury. This is so sick.
Taste my lungs.
Taste my lungs. Oh yeah. So good. I remember how cool I thought this was the first time around. But I was also really nervous of failing. Aw, poor guy. Bum ba da bum ba da. Garlean's in their machina. Or machina. Now, where are you, Gaius? Do we play as Gaius now?
Are you all right?
Answer her.
Peer into my past, did you?
Don't be mad at me.
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours. But no matter. Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Estinien in all but name.
Wouldn't that technology, like, help us bring our friends home, too, though? Jumping from body and source to source and stuff?
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds.
Right? Estinien, I'm on your side. I'm not an Estinien, don't worry.
My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray. Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose. Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Why did he get rid of Black Rose?
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention.
An Estinien?
He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something. Lest you worry, I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
Good.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riol and our shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, We were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Come on, Estinien.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Thank you for your help then, Estinien. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Oof. Right in the gut.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
Yes, thank you for rescuing me, Estinien.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it. Go on.
Yep, that's definitely the end of a patch, so... Now we can start the next one. We get some... Oh, I didn't read it. Oh. Yeah, I skipped. I should have read that. Meanwhile, in Garlemald. Traitors! You would dare deny Lord Nerva the throne? Ah! Onward, before this day is done, victory shall be ours. They're like civil warring with each other. Linus, I mean, what's your plan here, bud? Boring, boring, boring. Do you think? I find it amusing, like dogs herding cattle to the slaughterhouse. Who are you talking to? That Hugh. Your soul is... Who are you? Before your majesty, I am but another dog, lost in want of a new master. A hunting dog if you should wish it so. For I know full well the prey you would seek next. Zodiarch. So, I can't ask a question without it spoiling just everything, but... Meanwhile, in Yulemoor in the first. This is the derelicts. Did you hear? The mayor's reopening Daedalus Stoneworks, and they're looking for laborers. There's talk of resettling some of the old abandoned villages, too. They're even laying on free Talos to help anyone willing to make the move. Free Talos? Ha! We'd best get packing. Steady work, board and lodging? If that's not a recipe for hope, I don't know what is. Uh-oh. Wait, I know that aren't. Hope. Oh no, I forgot about this. Hardbird. Yes, so long as I live, I would see that feeble flame rekindled. It is my destiny to see our dream fulfilled. What? Dun dun dun. Alright. Alright, let's talk there, pick up the next quest. We'll continue on the main story, and I think we're in patch like 5.2 now, maybe, or something. Vesper, my, what a pleasant surprise. We have come to inquire after the Archons. Fear not. Master Matoya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporeal aether. We mustn't grow complacent, however. Potent though these magics may be, they are not without limits. We can only hope they afford us enough time for the Crystal Exarch to complete his work. If only we could go with you to the first and help. Pardon the interruption, but I come bearing urgent news. Oh hey. Maxima. Ah, Vesper, it's been far too long, my friend. Forgive me, I don't believe we have been formally introduced. Maxima, former Garlean ambassador. I remain here in Eorzea under the auspices of Commander Aldine, offering what counsel I can in the hopes of resolving the present conflict with the Empire. Ah, yes, I've heard stories of a defector from Garlemald, but never mind that. You said you have urgent news? Indeed. As you may have heard, the Imperial capital is in turmoil, and a sizable portion of the Garlean forces have been recalled from the Gimelt Dark. With their numbers so greatly diminished, the main host of the Alliance has withdrawn, leaving the Alamegan resistance to keep watch over the border. And it is there we have welcomed a most unexpected visitor who claims that this de-escalation may belie growing dangers and unforeseen threats. Gaius? Commander Alding has arranged for an impromptu meeting to discuss these revelations. He's also requested a representative of the Scions attend as well, though it was clear to whom he wished I extend this invitation. It would seem time is of the essence. Well, he'll not be attending this meeting alone, though I am not as well versed in the affairs of city-states as our comrades. I see no reason to burden a single Scion with all of this. Yes, of course. Then we must make for the Alamegan quarter with all haste. Well, what are you waiting for? Get going, you two. Thanks, Cryo. Alright. Get going then. Alamegan quarter in the locks. Alright. Do-do-do-do-do. Commander Aldine awaits us in the Royal Palace. If you would follow me. Who are we meeting with? It is Gaius, yeah.
They're here, Commander.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark. Not that I understand half of it. When the Scions spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury. I trust you two require no introduction.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea.
Hello, Gaius. Be nice to him. He's like,
Must we
him.
repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
Look how many Estinien, masks he has.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinien and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence. Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape.
Yep, I remember.
When we were later reunited, Estinien claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight. But to me, his description seemed anything but. And upon further investigation, I found that I was right. The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
Oof.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended. The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandarnus, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery. What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea.
What?
We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did, though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope.
Okay.
Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you, and you alone, have faced the Ultima weapon, and emerged victorious. We need you. And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
Okay.
The
Interesting.
Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all. Even if it means begging your aid. The fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
Yeah, but guys, you don't have to beg. Can we not be mean to him, please,
I
developers?
too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Okay.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon, our friend's plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first. I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
Right, that would suck. Oofda. We got a lot going on right now. Talk to Kryl here. As ever, the way forward is paved with difficult decisions. We can ill afford to ignore the threat of a new Ultima weapon, but with each passing day the plight of the Scions grows ever more perilous. You cannot stay for a debriefing on the Ultima weapon, I will not stop you. I only ask that you confer with me before returning to the First. I take it you're ready to return to the First? And I would ask that you apprise the others of recent events here in the Source, namely Xenos' return and the development of a new Ultima weapon. As for their bodies, you may assure that Master Matoya and I will continue doing what we can to keep their corporeal aether stable. Safe travels, Vesper. I hope to see you soon and the other Scions. I hope to see you and the other Scions soon. Okay. But I want to talk to this guy, because what is this? Ruby Doomsday. Ah, Vesper, glad you could make it. As you may have heard, Commander Alding has given orders to embark from Alliance headquarters to hold back the advance of Empire's latest menace. Not that the soldiers stationed there are too chuffed about being on the front line against these new weapons. They're designed to slay primals, they would make short work of us mere mortals as well. Mind you, it's Gaius Balsar and his followers who've led the charge so far. By all accounts, they've been given as good as they get. Fortunately, their stories have met with little success. I dare say they'd benefit greatly from your presence in the battlefield. If you're ready, my colleague over at Porta Praetoria will show you the way. Okay, well, we've got a couple things that we can do then, but I think we'll do that in the next episode. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. When we come back, we'll actually, honestly, probably go to Eden. Do the next Eden, get that out of the way. So that we only have one more Eden and the 2 Alliance raids to do. As we continue our way through the story. So guys, thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.